Hello, everybody. My name is Brian, and his name is.
Jacob Green.
Alright. Okay, today it's gonna be our first session being on our camera here like this. The reason that I want to be here today, and we both want to be here today, is because we want to give you as much as information to the whole world, to our future students in Australia.
Why you would want to choose Australia out of all the countries in the world. You have so many options of where you want to work, where you want to study. Why would you want to pick little old Australia?
Exactly. All right, let's go through each points maybe. Jacob, of course, I mean, you're an Australian yourself, aren't you?
I think so.
What kind of weird question that was? Okay, so why did you choose to live in Australia? Okay, sorry guys. Sorry. Alright. Okay. I want to ask you, probably, I mean, I worked in the industry for such a long time. Education industry is such a big thing, but, I've worked in the college, I worked in the education agent, I've been operating my business for more than 10 years. But we have never asked the actual local Australian how and why the Australia is so appealing to come and choose as a study destination. Jacob, would you want to share some words, basically why you think Australia is one of the best country out of all these, big countries like USA, England, Canada, and all that?
There's definitely so many choices of countries where you can study amazing courses around the world, and Australia doesn't offer any courses that you can't find anywhere else, But what it can offer is an environment and an experience that you might not get in another country. Melbourne is listed as the #1 most livable city in the world, and we'll go through some points as to why that is the case in this chat today. But I think it's about making sure that you're picking a country that ticks all the boxes for you, and that's not just about the study itself, but also the reputation that it has, the weight that it has behind you trying to get a job in the future, and making sure that you can live day by day happily whilst you're studying, because you could be studying for 12 months, 24 months, 36 months, and you want to make sure that you're enjoying that experience as well, not just in the classroom, but outside the classroom.
All right, so if we talk about, the rest of the countries like America, England, Germany, France, there are so many such great countries out there to go and study there as well too. But once you think about those big countries, we know exactly what to expect, because America's got biggest casino, for example, beautiful entertainments, a lot of superstars, da 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 da. What do we have here in Australia? Like, what's a special thing that can sort of let the student to come over here and have them entertained all themselves?
It's a tricky question. I think it's the people. The people in this country are what makes the country so great, and they're always willing to share their time and their knowledge and their experience, and you could build long-term friendships, and build a life here if that's something in the future that you want.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's correct, because the PR option, permanent residency options, are always available in Australia, I believe.
Australia is always short on skill, so we're always looking for people to to upskill and bring something to the country. We're a country of land that's so far away from the rest of the world, and such a small population for the size of land that we have.
Right.
We're always looking for people to join.
Compared to the number of people, the population is actually way lesser compared to the land size. So there are so much opportunities out here in Australia. Of course, it's not going to be as fun as America, maybe. It's not going to be as fun or exciting as England. However, as what Jacob said, people, definitely. It's sort of different. We can't say the level, but how do we describe this? They're just very natural. Doesn't really matter. Like Australia is a place where diverse of races lives together in this country, and that doesn't really matter whether you are Asian, or you are a white person, or you are a black person as well. No one cares here. Everybody's friend, everybody's friendly. They really want to feel you. They really want to welcome you here as well too, and they really want to know you too. And that way, you guys can actually make friends out of. Doesn't really matter what nationality they are from, and you have fun. I believe you. Friends are the most important anyway throughout your whole life.
I think in terms of education, you'd be getting a quality level of education, but also not breaking your back at the same time. So some of these countries that are quite high in the rankings for education will require you to work hours and hours and hours and study.
You actually brought out one of the most important point here as well too, because if you actually go to America or UK, if we're not really comparing with those specific two countries there, but in terms of the working, like the hourly rate in Australia is one of the highest, right? That means literally, even if you don't have so much, money back home and your parents can't support you, as long as you have that little fund to start with and come to Australia and start your journey, you will still be able to make it throughout your part-time job during your studies as well too. And that's an amazing thing about Australia though.
That's right. And whilst the cost of living is quite high in Australia, the salaries match it. So the average salary in Australia at the moment is 85,000 per annum.
Wow.
And on that salary, you could easily look after yourself and a family.
Anyway, we just want to make the topic a bit short, but we will come back with much more interesting stories and also scenarios as well as information to you guys. Please press like and subscribe to this channel and we will update you, and I'll see you soon again. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.